which is what we are discussing here. That our boys will stop going to background and transferring, buying the HIV and come to the village and give it to our young girls. So that is number one. Number two strategy is that if a woman knows that she is HIV positive or HIV infected, then that girl doesn't have to get pregnant anyhow. The person should go for family planning. So when a woman is HIV positive, she shouldn't get pregnant anyhow. She should go for family planning. That is the second strategy. The third strategy is if a woman is already infected, and you know the word for BORI-OGONI, which is prevention of mother to child or genocide. In recent times, we have got a unit called EMTCT, which is elimination of mother to child transmission of HIV. Things that are working that that one will take some drugs during pregnancy, when it is time for delivery, she shouldn't deliver through TBs. She should also go to hospital and have a hospital delivery. The woman will also be given some drugs during HIV negative. The child stands the chance of being infected during the period of breastfeeding. The current code breastfeeding says that the woman should still breastfeed the child for up to 6 months or 1 year. But however, while she is breastfeeding, she should be taking her drugs, and the child should also be taking his prophylaxis. The woman should be taking the drugs up to 1 week after she has stopped breastfeeding. These are the four-pronged approach to preventing mother-to-child transmission of HIV. The second question about that, I should throw more light on CD4 counts. Now, the issue of CD4 counts. CD4 counts talks about normally the soldiers of the body. Now, when somebody is HIV positive, it's not automatic that the person will start the HIV drugs. It depends on one, the level of the CD4 count, and two, the clinical state of the person. Clinical state talks about how ill or well is that person. But CD4 count talks about, okay, if you all now are soldiers in Beira, this is HIV free. Let's say HIV comes in now. You don't say that the whole, let's say look at this part, the whole of this one have been destroyed. Then the CD4 talks about the remaining soldiers in the body, which now determines when you break in the drug. That is actually a medical thing. Whoever has such an issue, I believe that the people who are attending to the person will be able to do more on the CD4 situation. But the actually determines when somebody is right to start the antiretroviral drugs. I hope I've answered that question. Now let's go to the first speaker. He said by the last question that he went for HIV screening. His results came out and the other person's results did not come out. Well, that depends on who is doing the screening. The real thing is that the correct thing is that the two results should come out, whether it is negative or it is positive. But it is most likely, get the image clear, I said it is most likely that the results that did not come might have been positive. So people have difficulty in how to explain, how to talk to someone that your result is positive, because it is a difficult thing to handle. But actually it should come out. I said may, so you don't go back and say that your friend that your result will come out, that you will then you are quoting me that I said so. Now, the other question was, how do STIs, gonorrhea, syphilis predispose to HIV infection? It predisposes to HIV infection in women in several ways. One is that HIV is a sexually transmitted infection. Gonorrhea is also a sexually transmitted infection. So the same way you get HIV is the same way you get gonorrhea. Is that correct? That road will pass and you get gonorrhea. That same road leads to HIV. So that is one of the similarities. The other one is that biologically, gonorrhea and syphilis, if you want to look at let's look at the woman now. If you want to look at the sex canal, the vagina, you find out that syphilis will cause cracks, little holes in the wall of the vagina. And so it now makes it easier for things semen to permeate into the body of the woman. That is another way STI predisposes to HIV infection. But most importantly, you should know that the road you pass to get HIV, to get gonorrhea, is the same road you pass to get HIV. Other things that the precautions there is that 1, get any treatment. 2, use condom, because condom can also prevent STI, gonorrhea, syphilis, as well as HIV. The other thing was emphasis on syringes, needles, clippers, and all that. Yes, probably I didn't say much about it. Clippers, but when, like in the village, we still believe that somehow people who are greedy, they want to make so much money that somebody will use a syringe and needle on somebody in giving injection, like chloroquine, when they were still using chloroquine, and go and wash it. That ordinary washing will not kill HIV. And when another person comes again, like most of our fathers, our parents, they like injection. You know, even the injection is like not treated them. So this other person comes in again and say, my pikin, now all your works that I want. You went and use that whole syringe that he has used on an HIV infected person to now give the new infection. New injection. That has a chance of transmitting the virus. Clippers too can do it. However, we want to say that we encourage people that when you want to go, you young guys, when you want to go back your hair, tell the barber to clean it. The right thing to use is not spirit. It is actually bleach. Bleach is the right thing that kills HIV. But I know in common practice, people use petrol, they use kerosene, they use spirit, some people burn it. Where all that is an attempt to do something. The language is that let's just sterilize the vein. Or if, where possible, try to apply your own treatment. Even the women that go for weaving, the needle for weaving is just about 20-15 naira. Buy your own needle for weaving. These are other ways that HIV can actually be transmitted. I think in that way, I have covered the questions that are here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. May I also give a if there's any other question, because out of that answer, you may have more HIV and AIDS education at the center to get ready, because I know you have one or two things to contribute. So may I now, based on the answers we've got, I know one or two questions to cover. Is there another question for us? Okay, 2. Any other one?
Everybody here in Jesus' name. I attended a seminar like this where the lecturer said that the germ that causes this AIDS, is very, very microscopic, very small to the extent that it can penetrate through the holes of condom. That is to say, even if you use condom, you are not also safe. So I want to ask the lecturer today whether this fact is true about AIDS.
I have 2 questions. The first one, does the virus causing HIV be found in saliva? If not, why? Another one is it advisable for a HIV patient to declare his status done to the public?
Clap for me. If it is found in saliva, that is if from kissing, you can clear.
By the grace of God, I will try and answer them. As usual, I will start from the last person. Is it advisable for somebody that is HIV infected to declare his or her status? The answer is yes and no. Now, why is yes and no is that we know that the level of stigma and discrimination is still very high, among us. However, the day every person say either he or she has HIV, stigma and discrimination will go. So that is the yes. If you have courage, go ahead and tell people that you have HIV, and you'll be free forever. Than you even discriminate against yourself. So that is the yes and no. When you say yes, you have HIV, it doesn't mean that you can actually. There are a lot of people who have HIV who cannot even walk to BORI and take the drugs just because people will know that they have it. And because of that, they will die. Because they don't want people to know that they have it. So why would you die? when people will live in late 10, 20, 40 years, and just because of either shame, you kill yourself. Don't die of shame. Declare your status if you have the courage. Apart from declaring to the public, it is also advisable at least to tell people around you so that they can get. So that is that. Now the second question is HIV virus found in saliva? Yes, HIV virus is found in the saliva. It's found in all body fluids. I think what we again want to ask is, then kissing transmit HIV. That is where I think that question is going. Records available states no. I speak here not just as an ordinary person, I speak here as an authority in HIV and AIDS in River States. And so records available says no. However, there is a caution. You hear people talk about you just have to move in the mouth and all that and all that. That's why most time we try to avoid this saliva or this saliva thing. But HIV is found in saliva. Ordinarily, the medicine does not transmit HIV through the saliva. However, if there are wounds in the mouth of each of the parties, it can transmit. What was also asked is that there are holes in the condom and that the HIV virus is so small that it can pass through the hole in the condom. Now, what we are also discussing here is scientific. So it's evidence-based. I have not just come here to tell you the things I have told you. There are things that are proven from Nigeria to America, and they are the same information. The information is that, yes, the virus is correct and consistent. Thank you.
Last one. Expecting the second lecturer to get ready. May I give an opportunity to Evangelist Gloria Kabari, the founder and the president of HIV/AIDS Education Development Center, BORI.
Thank you, Dr. Francis, for having me here. And I'm very happy that you all have gathered here today to know more about HIV/AIDS, because you've been told right now, HIV is a problem of the community. It's killing our people here, our young people, both young and old. Our children are dying from this virus. So event like this is needed in almost all the community. Rural area in Ogoni, where the virus, where the prevalence is very high. So I commend people that have organized this event today. I reach out to you, and you have my heart for being here today, because I'm really encouraging you to take the HIV advocacy very seriously in rural again. Because sometimes we think it's only people that are living with the virus that should say something. But if you are a true advocate, if you are a true activist, you don't have to have the virus to be a voice